Coughs, colds, rashes, chronic fatigues, headaches. We're all very quick to blame our lifestyles. But what if these illnesses are actually being caused by the very foundation that we live in? Could your house really be killing you with toxins that you can't even see? In 21st century Australia, we spend an average of 90% of our time inside our homes and our workplaces. But when you consider that up to half of all Australian homes are water damaged and that approximately 24% of the general population can be allergic to household moulds, there is a disturbing potential for our homes, the places we feel safest in the world, to be dramatically affecting our well-being. This is Alison and Justin and their daughters Ella and Sophie. Both lead an active lifestyle as a health advisor and a personal trainer. But after moving into their 4-bedroom home in 2009, 3 years ago they noticed that they and their girls were starting to feel under the weather on a troublingly regular basis.
For the kids, I really started to notice that they were getting way too sick for what they should be. Given the diet and the lifestyle that we have, especially my little one would have loads of allergies and sneezing and colds and continuously congested.
The Crawfords' home is over 100 years old now. In Australia's early years, much of the housing built around this time were poor quality. In fact, bubonic plague was still a reality in the poorer parts of our cities as late as 1915.
For me, it's just the fatigue, the feeling tired all the time, just feeling no energy.
They called in Jeanette Williams, a building biologist with almost a decade's experience in diagnosing health hazards in Australian homes.
Because if people have been exposed to a water damaged building, it can kick off something like this.
We are 3 minutes in and she's already found a severe mould issue, only centimetres away from where Justin and Alison sleep.
Holy cow. That basically means that when we have above 50, there's cause concern with regards to the levels of either mould, bacteria or fungi or yeast, because at 6,126 there's definitely live activity going on there.
Mould spores are dangerous for kids and can trigger asthma or bronchitis. The tests are off to a bad start. All Australian homes constructed during the last 45 years have the potential to be considered a sick building because the building materials that were used before 1973 have been found to have a negative impact on our home's environment and indoor air quality.
Remember when Ricky and I did swabs in your bedroom on some of the furniture? The one that I did on your bedside table was actually really high, and it was nearly 100 times above the recommended levels of mould or bacteria or yeast. So
so right next to our heads.
Right next to your head.
Okay, so it was still alive.
So that was live microbial growth. So yeah. God. So I also took electromagnetic field readings. The levels that were in the girls' bedroom were between 10 and 24 milligauss. Levels above 4 milligauss have been implicated with increased risk of childhood leukemia.
What?
Yeah. So with regards to the lead results, the one that had the highest levels was actually the windowsill in the piano room.
So there's lead in this house?
There's lead. The 31 times the recommended level on the children's bedroom floor. Also, there was air sampling that we did in the girls' bedroom. There was some Stachybotrys in the girls' bedroom. And it's quite sticky and it's a heavy mould and it does not normally become airborne.
So there's mould and lead in the dust?
Yes.
So Alison, you've heard the results. How does this make you feel?
For me, it's the lead. The lead's really scary, and mould, which is in the dust, which is what they're breathing.
These tests have been quite a shock, but in reality, Alison and Justin don't need to panic. By improving their ventilation in the subfloors and better drainage around the house, their mould issues will be fixed. And by simply adding some plastic tubing to the water piping outside their home, the radical electromagnetic field issues will disappear. Those scary lead issues can be fixed with wet mopping the floor and by dusting with microfiber cloths, and that will see the family home feeling better in no time. I'm as surprised as you are that a seemingly typical Australian house could harbour so many toxins. The good news is Jeanette gave some really good solutions that were very effective and easy to apply. But for me, it really goes to show that the health of your house is as important as the health of your body.